When Universal said they were doing a sequel to the 1996 disaster film Twister, I thought, do we really need that? No, right? Like, no. But now, having seen the movie, it was really damn good.
Gotta go, Julia, we got cows.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to The Pondering. I am the real-life fake wizard. If this video brings you any value at all, I invite you to subscribe to this new channel, where we're posting videos nearly every day. The original Twister was a simple but effective disaster movie. Twister does to tornadoes what Jaws did to sharks. If you weren't afraid of them before, you will be after seeing the movie. In the original film, we follow storm chasers played by Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton, and Philip Seymour Hoffman as they chase down tornadoes in attempts to deploy their experimental science MacGuffin called Dorothy, which must be released into the heart of the vortex. Dorothy is a series of sensors that will allow scientists to better predict storms and weather warnings. As our protagonists schlep up and down Oklahoma, they face off against rival and corporate competitor played by Cary Elwes. The film plays well to the hero's journey progression of Helen Hunt's Jo, who has a personal vendetta against tornadoes for causing the death of her father when she was young. And the resolution of launching Dorothy into the Twister, completing the mission while surviving the destruction of nature, is very satisfying. It's a good film. I do want to point out, though, I always felt like this solution was kind of empty. Not that it was bad or anything, on the contrary, the film is great, but the solution of launching these trackers so they can study the tornadoes further feels like a non-solution to the film. The tornadoes being the real monster in this disaster movie doesn't get defeated, and they don't really learn anything in the immediate resolution. It's just the science experiment is completed. There is no smile, you son of a bitch. Smile, you son of a... And so that takes us into Twisters 2024, which doesn't really have much of a connection to the original film. Meaning you can go see Twisters and not need to know any of the lore of the first film. And I like that, because in the age of sequels and prequels and unoriginal ideas, it was refreshing to see a film that was inspired by the original movie, but not chained to it for the canon integrity. Twisters is an action thriller about adventurous folks chasing tornadoes for science and YouTube views. The cast was great and very likable, the plot was engaging, and before I get into mild spoilers, let me say, go see it. And if you got kids, maybe stick to the PG-13 rating, because it can get a little scary for kids. I always found that nature movies and disaster movies like this could be like existential dread for kids, so maybe, PG-13 rating. Now, I do want to talk about the protagonist, and that could be spoilery, so fair warning here. I feel compelled to call the main protagonist the protagonist for the rest of this review. And I don't mean that disparagingly. On the contrary, this movie did something that I have not seen any modern film do in a long time, which is play the hero character as a hero character. Kate, played by Daisy Edgar-Jones, plays the protagonist in a way that anyone watching the film can see themselves in her shoes. She's played in a way that anyone can empathize with her position and her journey. In a similar way, we look at fables that have hero characters like the prince, the princess, the man, the woman. There are no other descriptors there barring people from empathetically connecting with the hero. We can see ourselves as the prince. We could see ourselves as the princess. Well, same thing here. The character arc that Kate goes on is extremely easy to connect with. There is no girls get it done, or girl bossing, or the power was inside you all along nonsense that lots of Hollywood movies feature. Kate has wins, losses, and needs to overcome her own demons, which is an extremely positive message and one I think is amazing for young people today. Finally, an action thriller that has real-life consequences for mistakes, but also shows a humbled, positive outlook of persevering through it all. And we don't get a lot of media like that anymore. Early on in the film, I was afraid it was going to go down a panic attack angle, or that the character would suffer from panic disorders. And while PTSD is very serious, and panic disorders are very serious, movies use them as tropes all the damn time. There's a larger argument to be made that those tropes are actually harming folks, but I'm in no position to have that conversation. I'm just a fake wizard. Tying this up, there's a line from Kate's mother towards the middle of the movie, which really summed up the message I wish more films had today. Throw it away, I'm still waiting for you to save the world. In the context of the moment, this was fantastic. It was said in passing as she was answering the phone and leaving the room, which added more weight to the line because it meant much more. It felt like a genuine delivery. Finally, a movie that can depict parental tension but still have faith between parent and child. An extremely refreshing take after having just suffered the acolyte, of which that message boiled down to, if your parents wrong you, kill them. No, instead, here's a movie that's positively showing a parent telling their kid not to give up, not to quit, even though the stakes are very high. It's a message that not enough folks get in the day-to-day. Everyone is starving for encouragement these days. Everyone is starving for an encouraging word. Young people are so discouraged. The world is vile and rife with negativity. Most media depicts parents as toxic, discouraging, or selfish. And it's not often you get wholesome parental encouragement. Okay, time out. For real though, this is still an action thriller disaster movie. Don't let my sappiness get you wrong. People will die in this in pretty rough ways. But really damn good. My friends, I want to thank you for watching this pondering episode. If this video brought you any value at all, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and until next time, create, innovate, inspire. May the thread of destiny be with you, and for the love of God, cancel Disney Plus. Come on now.